Hi, I'm Diana Amphilis from dianaamphilis.com.
And I'm Jamie Hanley of Elevate Yoga and ElevateYoga.net. And we're here today to share a 30-minute beginner yoga practice with you.
Many of my clients come to me asking what they can do in terms of yoga because sometimes they're scared or intimidated. So this is awesome to have Jamie here teaching us all how to do anything related to yoga that we can do at home or in the studio.
And it's definitely great if you can get to a studio to pop in on a couple classes so a teacher can take a look at your body and you can express your particular concerns to them. But there's definitely lots you can do at home as well. So we're going to start off by getting a blanket and a strap. So in your house, you might not have a yoga blanket and a yoga strap, but you might have a throw blanket and a tie or a belt. And make sure you grab those, put us on pause and come back. And then once you've got your blanket, you're going to want to fold it up so that you can sit on it nice and comfortable. So that the rounded edge is forward. And you can just have your strap off to the side for now easily. You're going to come into a nice comfortable cross-legged seat, crossing at the shins and resting your hands on your thighs. And allow your eyes to float closed, sit up nice and tall. And just begin to create a deeper awareness in your breathing. In yoga, we use a 3-part breath that is of the belly, the ribs, and the chest. And then the chest, ribs, and the belly. So on your inhales, being aware of all 3 areas expanding. And on your exhales, letting them contract. So don't feel like you've got to suck it in. Let your belly be a little more full with your breath. And from here, bring your hands into prayer at your heart and bow your head to your hands and your heart. And just take a moment here to give yourself a little credit for taking time to practice yoga today, whether it's your first time or your 100th time. Finding a little bit of gratitude for your effort. And release your hands down to either side of you, taking your fingertips to the floor. And allow your head to gently float up and crack your eyes open just a little bit. And we're going to start off with some neck stretches. So just release your right ear over to your right shoulder. And walk your left fingertips out a little bit. And if you'd like, you can add a little bit of extra weight by bringing your right hand onto your head. But don't pull on the neck, just let it be a little bit of weight. And then from here, press the head into the hand and your hand back to the head to lift back up to center. And release the right hand to the ground. Release the left ear over to the left shoulder. Relax the shoulders. Maybe add the left arm, hand on the head. Totally not required, it's up to you. As is a lot of yoga, you'll see. Breathe into the side of the neck. Hold a lot of tension here. And then press the head into the hand and the hand back to the head to come up. And release that. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, get really tall. On your exhale, release the right hand down. Keep your seat grounded and lean over to the side. Soften your shoulders. Really stretch through your whole left side waist. Take big breaths and expand the side ribs more. Inhale back up to center, arms reach up. And then release the left hand down. Lean over to the other side. Spin your palm towards the floor. You keep your right sitting bone glued to your blanket. Inhale back up to center, arms reach up. On your exhale, from your core, twist to your right and then release your hands to your knee, your left hand to your right knee and your right hand behind you. So press into the ground and then get taller from your spine. Don't force the head or the neck around. If the head doesn't want to look back behind you, just look straight ahead. Inhale, arms reach back up. And exhale from your core, twist to your left, and then release the hands. On our inhale, we always get a little taller in our twists. And on our exhale, then we move into that space and twist a little bit more. Inhale, come back to center, arms reach. And exhale, press the hands away. From here, come out onto all fours, tabletop position. And if you have any knee injuries, use that blanket that you got underneath your knees. Place your hands right underneath your shoulders so that your wrists line up with your shoulders. And spread your fingers out really wide so you can see space in between all your fingers. Look at your knees and make sure they're underneath your hips. And when you look back for your feet, they're hidden behind your knees. On your inhales, you're going to arch and look forward, curling the toes under, reaching the chest through the shoulders. On your exhales, flatten the tops of the feet and round the spine. Draw the belly button in and up. On your inhale, arching and looking forward. Exhale, surround. So move with this at your own pace. Moving at the pace of your breath. Part of yoga is connecting the breath and the movement. Becoming really attuned to our breath. One more deep breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale and come back to all fours. And from here, stretch your right leg back behind you and lift it up off the ground. Make sure the toes point towards the floor. Stretch your left arm out in front of you and find a balanced, tricky cat. Use your navel to your spine, core action, to keep your balance here. And look at the floor about a foot or so in front of you. Take one more breath, reach your hand a foot away, and then lower the hand, the knee, and the foot. Stretch the left leg out behind you and lift it up off the ground. Draw the navel to the spine here, stay out of your low back, and then reach the right arm forward. One more deep breath in, really use your core to stay strong. And then lower your right hand and your foot. Step your right foot up in between your hands. Coming into a lunge, make your way onto your right thigh. You can press the top of the back foot into your mat and the front and the bottom on the front foot into your mat. Lengthen your tailbone towards your bottom knee so that you get longer in your low back. And then sweep your arms up alongside your ears. Bring your pinky fingers towards each other and lift off your pelvis. Breathe deeply here. Inhale, reach up through your fingers. On your exhale, take a twist to your right. Inhale, come on up to center. And then exhale, release the hands down. Turn your left fingertips away from you a little bit and lift your right arm up to the sky. Roll your bottom shoulder away from your ear. Good. Inhale here. Exhale and lower your right hand down inside your right foot. Press the arm and the leg into each other and then lift the left arm up to the sky. Open up through the chest. And again, if you just want to look straight ahead, that's fine. You can also look down or up. Notice what feels good on your neck. You never want to force anything with your neck. Lower that left hand down. And then step your right knee back to meet the left into your wall. Step your left foot up between your hands. Make your way onto your left thigh. So first find length in your low back. And then maybe soften a little more forward into your right thigh. Open up through the hip flexor. Inhale, reach the arms up. Press through the feet to get taller. Keep the navel lifting towards the spine, in and up. And breathe deeply here. Inhale. Exhale, open to twist to your left. I like twists because they work your core without having to do crunches. Inhale and come back up. Exhale and release your hands down. Turn your fingertips away from you and then reach the left arm up to the sky. Roll the right shoulder onto the back away from the ear. Get high in your fingertips so that you don't dump into the wrist. Another deep breath in. And exhale to lower the left hand down, bring it inside the foot. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Press the arm and the leg into each other and open your chest more. Exhale to lower that top arm down. Bring the knee back so that you're in table again. We're going to come into child's pose, which is a resting position. So take the toes to get our knees a little wider apart, and then bring your seat back to your heels and reach your arms out in front of you. Forehead can come to the floor if it's comfortable. If not, stack your fists and bring your forehead to your fists. If you have any low back discomfort here, you can always take your knees a little bit closer so that your front of your body is more supported by your legs. Classically, you'd like the outer ribs to rest on the inner thighs when you come into child's pose so you feel the support. And this is a resting position that you can use in any yoga class when you need to take a rest and listen to your body. So slowly make your way back up out of child's pose. And shift off to one side and bring your legs out in front of you. So we're going to do a little bit of core work. And I like these core exercises because they are really a smart way to work your core. You don't have to use any of the neck crunchiness that comes with crunches. So hold on to the back of your thighs. And we'll start by just leaning back a little bit, really lifting the chest. Good. And then just start to lift the right leg up. And put it back down. And the left leg. And put it back down. And continue here like this. So if this feels like enough work to you, you can totally stay here. And Diana's going to stay here. But if you want to increase your work, you can start to stretch one leg out and reach your arms out and come into a half boat pose. So you lean back even more, and it works your core quite a bit more deeply. Remember to pay attention to your breath, whichever version that you're doing. Take one more on each side. And then come back to center. Tug your left arm around your knees and twist to your right. Take your right hand behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Come on back to center and wrap your right arm around and switch to the other side. Come on back to center. And from here we're just going to come up to stand. It doesn't have to be fancy. So make your way up to the front of your yoga mat and find mountain pose. So I like to do samasthiti, which means equal standing. The feet are parallel, and really look down at your feet and make sure that they're parallel with each other like railroad tracks. The inner thighs roll back behind you, the tailbone lengthens, and the heart lifts, palms spin out to the sides. Starting with our sun salutation breaths, inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. You can always bend your knees a little bit to keep the back long. On your inhale, hands to shins or fingertips to the floor, look forward. On your exhale, hold down. Press through your feet. Inhale, arms reach out, around, and up. And on your exhale, release the hands out, around, and down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Super flat in the back. On your inhale, look forward. Exhale, hold down. Press through your feet, reach your arms out, around, and up. And exhale, arms release. One more breath. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hold down. Press through your feet, reach your arms out and line up. Get really tall, reach up at the top. And then release your hands. Inhale, reach your arms up. And on your exhale, take a twist to your right, moving from your core, open your arms out to the sides. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, go to your left. So really use your core muscles to move from side to side. Inhaling through center. Exhaling to the right. Center. And take your last one over to the left. Inhale, back up to center. And your exhale, release your right hand to the right and take a side knee. Inhale and come back up. And exhale, go over to your left. Really press through your feet. Inhale, come on back up. Go over to your right. Root down and get taller. Inhale, back up. Exhale, forward to the left. Inhale, reach up, get really tall through your fingertips, and then release your hands. So grab your strap or your belt or your tie, whatever you've got. We're going to do some shoulder openers because a lot of people hold tension in their trapezius muscles. There's big, thick muscles here on top of our shoulders. So this is a nice way to open up through the shoulders. You're going to take the strap as wide as is comfortable for you and try to really keep your wrists straight. And then inhale and reach your arms up overhead. Keep your wrists straight and your ribs in as you release the strap back behind you. And then on your inhale, we'll take it back up overhead again. And don't worry about being with us. You just follow your breath. On your inhales, the strap will lift up. And on your exhales, release it back behind you. And if it feels like the strap is, your hands are too narrow, or if you have to bend your elbows, feel free to readjust the distance between your hands. So take a few more of these. Listen for your breath and stand tall on your legs. strap down in front. And set it off to the side. Okay. So from here, we're going to step out wide to our left so that our right foot is forward. And turn your right toes forward. Your hands on your hips, bend your right knee so it lines up with your ankle. And make sure your front heel lines up with your back arch. So this is warrior 2 legs. Now we're going to add the arms, reaching out in front and behind. And your gaze is over your right middle finger. Make sure your front knee points at your third toe. And you can always just look down and check it out, make sure it's in the right spot. We're going to make these warrior 2s dynamic now by pressing through the right foot and inhale, reach up. And on your exhale, re-bend your front knee. Inhale, press down, reach up. And exhale, re-bend. Keep moving with your breath. Try to draw your upper inner thighs together as you lift. One more time. And come back down and pause in your warrior 2. Take your right forearm and put it on your right thigh. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Turn the left palm forward until you get up over your ear. Extended side angle pose. Really press through your feet. Draw your belly button in. And wrap your right hip a little bit underneath you. Press through your right forearm and make more space in your right shoulder. Press through your feet, inhale, back up, warrior 2. And take your hands on an exhale to either side of your right foot. Step your left foot forward. Forward fold over your legs, shake out your head. You can exhale out your mouth. Soften your knees and let your back release here. Take your hands onto your outer hips, draw your elbows and shoulders together and up to the sky. Press through your feet and come up with a flat back. Nice and strong. Good. Step out to your right so that your left foot is forward. Bring your left toes to face the front of your mat. Make sure your heel lines up with your arch. And then bend the left knee so it's in line with the ankle and pointing at the third toe. Reach the arms out in front and behind. Finding warrior 2. Relaxing the shoulders. And then making the movement dynamic. Pressing through the left foot, inhale, reach the arms all the way. And your exhale, bend. And inhale, reach. And exhale, bend. And try to find that alignment. Your knee lines up with the ankle. And again, don't worry about being exhausted. You move with your breath. Time, pause in your warrior 2. Bend your left elbow, put the forearm on the thigh. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Turn the right palm to the front of the room and reach it over your ear. Really press through your feet. Keep your core strong. You can always practice core strength through almost your whole yoga practice until Shavasana. Press down through your feet, inhale, rise back up. And on your exhale, hands to either side of your front foot into the ball of the back foot. And step the right foot forward. Forward fold over your legs. Bring your hands to your outer hips, draw your elbows and shoulders together strongly. Press through your feet and rise all the way up. From here, step your left foot back into warrior 1. So if you had railroad tracks on your yoga mat, your feet would be on them. So your feet are actually a little wider apart. they're not in line with each other. It'll help you stay more balanced. Bend your front knee so it lines up with your ankle. And then take your arms into cactus arms so your elbows line up with your shoulders. Press through your feet a lot, especially through the front foot so you move into the back foot. And try to lengthen your tailbone down so you don't overarch your back. And then from here, press through the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. On your exhale, try to squeeze between your shoulder blades to bend the front knee and lower the elbows. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, pretend like you almost got a pull-up bar and you're using the muscles between your shoulders. A few more like that. One more, reach up. And exhale, bend. And release your hands to your hips. Press through your right foot and step the left foot forward. Step your right foot back. Come back on those railroad tracks. Your back foot's on about a 45-degree angle so that the hips can face forward. And bend into the left knee. Find your cactus arms. And a football goal post, you can do it that way too. Inhale, reach up, straighten your front leg. Exhale, bend, squeeze between the shoulders. Inhale, straighten, get tall, riding forward. And exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. And bend. The elbows line up with the shoulders. Just a couple more. Try to keep your low back long. Last one, reach up. And bend. And release the hands to the hips and step the back foot forward. Inhale, reach your arms out, around, and all the way up. And on your exhale, forward fold, out, around, and down. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold down. Step your left leg back. And gently lower your left knee down. Step your right knee back. And come back to a child's pose. Your forearms can rest on the floor and give your shoulders a break after that pulling down exercise. And just take a few deep breaths into your whole back body so that you really feel it expand. We have a lot of capacity for breath in the back of our body. So see if you can make your ribs move even more. And then slowly slide your hands back and come up to save and shift off to one side. You can sit up on your blanket again. Bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet together. Make sure you're right on the edge of your blanket so your pelvis tilts back behind you. Press the soles of your feet together a lot and start off here with your hands behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Draw your shoulder blades together. And then press the ground down and ease yourself forward using the floor behind you. Keep your spine nice and long. And if you feel like you have the room to take your hands forward, you can walk them out. Take some deep breaths here. You're welcome to close your eyes. And then slowly make your way back up. Draw your knees together and stretch your legs out in front of you for Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. And if you'd like here, you can use your strap and loop it over your feet. You can always have a little bend in your knees if your hamstrings are really tight. Sit up nice and tall. And then start to make your way forward. Walking your straight arms or hands closer to your feet. If you don't have your strap, you can just walk your fingertips out alongside your legs. And lift your chest. So we spend a lot of time rounding our back, sitting at a desk, typing at our computer, driving a car, sitting on the couch. Yoga wants to counteract all that, so get a really long spine. Take a few more deep breaths here. Make sure your feet are flexing back, that you're reaching through all four corners of your feet. And then slowly make your way back up. Bend your knees. Come off of your blanket. Set your straps to the side and your blanket to the side. And come lay all the way down on your back, with the feet on the floor and the knees bent to the ceiling. And then from here, shift your hips a little bit to the right and drop your knees over to the left. Reach your arms out in a T position. Find your reclined spinal twist. Your gaze can be up to the sky, or it can be over your opposite shoulder. Again, it depends on how healthy your neck is. Take a few breaths here. And then slowly come back through center. Shift your hips over to the left side and drop your knees over to the right. Maybe you gaze over your left shoulder, maybe look straight up to the sky. And then from here, come back to center. And if you're having back issues, you may want to take your feet as wide as your mat and let your knees touch together for your final relaxation pose. This is called constructive rest pose. Another great option, if you have a couch cushion or something like a big pillow, you could take it underneath your knees and stretch your legs out. Or you can just lay flat with your legs out straight in front of you for your final relaxation. Palms can be up at the side body or face down on the abdomen if you'd like to feel more grounded. So this is Shavasana, our final relaxation pose. We try to let go of any more work or gripping or holding tension. So soften the face, soften the eyes, the brow, even the scalp and the jaw. Feel the shoulders relax. And just start to watch your breath as if you could paint a line up and down the center of your body with your breathing. So in Shavasana, you can rest here for as long as you'd like, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, even more. Whenever you feel ready to come out of it, you'll start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And then maybe reach overhead with your arms and take a big stretch. And then start to bend your knees. And if you have something under your knees, push it out of the way. And curl over to your right hand side and find fetal position. It's really important to take your time to transition out of relaxation poses. And when you're ready, start to press down with the left hand and come all the way up to a finishing seat. Again, if you want to sit on a blanket, you're welcome to do that, or just sit on the floor. So sitting up nice and tall here, bringing the hands into prayer, heart center. Bow the head to the hands and the heart. And gesture of gratitude for your efforts today. And we thank you so much for taking the time to meet us here. Namaste. So if you enjoyed practicing with us today, please visit my website, elevateyoga.net, you sign up for my newsletter, you'll get my free Yoga 101 ebook, which contains all the poses we did here today and a whole lot more.
If you go to my website at dianaampolis.com and become a free member, you can get the Guide to Leading the Life You Were Meant to Live, which includes 3 audio workouts, 50 healthy snacks, a guided meditation, and a podcast teaching you how to live a healthy life. Thank you for joining us.